Hey all, this is Marco from Random Door Media. So this is going to be the final video on the Windborne showcase, the video where I show off the Windborne game on what it had and what it could do. In this video, we finally finish up the quest chain, and we take a look at some of the worlds that I've created. This is the final video before I do the wrap-up video. Let's take a look. Now we are back in Windborne. I have completed the current quest to craft 100 furniture items. I created a bunch of stuff which I put here, plus other things I created qualified as well. I also decided to make this statue, which required all the 20 superb granite that I have, and also made a few discoveries as well. First of all, I discovered that you can make these vines, which essentially act like ladders. Put them on something and then you can climb up them. The game also does have ladders as well, which you could craft as an item. Where are they? Here. But the vines work as ladders. I also discovered that you can upgrade items. All these blocks here are upgradable. For example, if you have a bunch of the weakest type, like a sandstone brick, you can upgrade them to the fine sandstone bricks at a 5:1 ratio. Then you could take the fine sandstone and upgrade them to superb sandstone at another 5 ratio. Yeah, so 25 sandstone bricks will get you 1 superb one. You can also make blocks based on the individual items. You can make blocks out of gemstone, you can make blocks out of gold, and so on. I also discovered this interesting item here called the launcher. When you interact with it, it turns it on, and it basically launches you up into the air. I do remember making those the last time I played. They can be used as an elevator. So if you have like a tall building, you can create a launcher and then create a launcher to launch you up to like the next highest floor. And of course, you don't need elevators coming back down because there's no fall damage, you just float. With that all in mind, let's check out what the next quest is. Craft 100 rune stone railings. That seems a bit excessive, but okay. First of all, let's check out what we just got. A runestone thin wall. Alright, let's see what the runestone railing requires. Thin railing is thin railing and a... He doesn't say a thin one, says this one, so I imagine that's the one that we're going to have to get. So, 100 of them, eh? Wow. That's 100 quartz, 100 glowstone, 100 granite bricks, and 200 fine wood planks. Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of wood gathering. Wood gathering, to me, is going to be the trickiest. Gemstones, of course, aren't that common to find either, so that might be tricky as well. I did just get a bunch of glow dust. And how are we doing for granite bricks? We're doing pretty good. I can put what I have here and there and start that on the go. The time-consuming one to me is going to be the wood. Taking out all these trees. Guess I'll get started. I'm not terribly concerned about deforestation. I still don't know how close I am to the end of the quest chain. I haven't looked at it. I would imagine it's probably out there on the internet somewhere that tells you all the quests. I just thought it'd be nicer for it to sort of like be a surprise. It's like just, there are no more quests. Right now, the quests have sort of gone beyond the tutorial. Like, originally I thought that the quests were just that, a tutorial, how to play the game, how to craft stuff. Or when it gets to things like, you know, making dozens or hundreds of an item, I'm like, well, that's beyond teaching you anything. How it's just like make busy work. Having someone do a task once is teaching them. Having to do it 100 times is like punishment. You don't have to have me make, you know, like 50 fine items. Making a couple of them is enough for me to understand how to make them. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Let's see how much wood this will get us. Of course, I got all this abundance of leaves and clover. That's it for the gems. That might be tricky, getting the gems. I'm assuming I can downgrade them. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably turn these. It's probably downgrading as like a 3-for-1, I imagine. Immediate blade. Let's take a look again. There's fine wood planks. That's going to be the tricky one. Because I only got 18 right now, and I need 200? Wow. Runestone railings, right? Yep. I know we can down upgrade the other qualities. Guess I'll just keep getting more wood. Contemplating whether or not I should just cut this part, but I'm also hoping it's not going to take that long. The wood is really the most time-consuming of all these items. The granite, I have plenty of the raw granite, and that's just in the shaper. Gemstone will be tricky too. The glow dust is really easy. The glow moss is everywhere. So let's head back down into my little mining area and see if we can find some gems. Or the gemstones. If I can't find any that quickly, I'll head into the desert because there's a lot of big caves in there. And I would imagine that the gemstone deposits would be a lot easier to find in the big caves. I will also get the glow moss while I'm here, because I do still need this to make the glow dust. The glow dust isn't that big of a concern though, because yeah, it's everywhere. Gemstone stuff's a bit tricky. This area is kind of neat with like these, what would be like sligatites and sligamites that are like fusing together into making these pillars. I wonder if that's part of the actual terrain generation design, or if it's just happened by random. And none of this is gemstones. Not even this bit? No, that's all. Glow moss. I really can't wait to get this quest over with. Glow moss again? Yeah. Oh, cute little bats. Hello! These little bat guys would probably make a cute pet to tag along with you. I wonder if the game was ever released if you would have your choice of a pet. When you go to the equipment screen, there is a pet option, and it looks like there's a picture of one of the woolies. It just makes me think that maybe you might have gotten a choice of a pet. Oh, there's some. That's a bigger supply than it looked. Well, that's a decent amount of gems. Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult finding the little triangular pattern. If this isn't enough, I'll head to the bigger caves in the desert. So we can take these gems and we'll put them away right now. Well, not put them away, sorry. Put them into the shaper and get those crafting. Get those shaping. They can go in there. That's it, only 5? Huh. Got enough granite. Make some more glue dust. And there's the wood. Looks like I don't have any dirt on me. That's fine. I'll just put the dirt over there. I don't really need it right now. So how many can I make right now? It's based on the fine wood planks. That's where the limit's going to be. Something else I discovered is that if you log off with an uncompleted mission, like for example, you only crafted less than 100 out of 100 items and you logged off, came back in, then the quest resets. I found that out with the desert temple. I had put 99 blocks together and I was going to save just the final one, and when I logged back in, it was had reset back to 0 of 100, despite the fact that I had placed the 99 blocks. Yeah, that's all the quartz. 1 gem. Oh, the sapphire doesn't downgrade. Oh, the emerald doesn't downgrade either. Okay. That's a bit tricky. This will. I can also upgrade the other wood. Off to the desert, where the bigger caves are. You know what? This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. So I'm going to put a cut here, and I will resume after I've gotten like all these materials. See you in a bit. And I am back once again. That was probably one of the biggest grind for resources I have done in Windborne so far. But as you can see in my bottom left, I have the 100 runestone railings completed. Okay, now collect 60 gold ore. Of which I already got 48, so We're already mostly there. Now what do I get for this? A runestone bunk. I'm going to put the railings over here. And let's go find some gold, which shouldn't be that hard. Because I do remember seeing gold like just on the edge of the cliffs and stuff. I think there's like gold right there. There's gold there. Make our way down there. Start harvesting this. Yeah, that's come along good. Maybe this will even be enough. This is a rich gold vein. This is a lot of gold. This is probably the most gold I've seen in like one thing. And there's still like gold there, but this is good enough for now. Now we head back and turn that in. Yeah, I can't use the Control R to teleport because we've already discovered that that will take me back to the Broken Dragonstone. On the last quest, when I was down deep underground mining for gemstones, I didn't know how to get back up, so I used Control R to head back to the other Dragonstone and then just made my way back here. Gather 1,000 blocks of any kind. Alrighty. I'm hoping that's the final quest. So I'm gonna get to it. I am just going to, on my own, go get those 1,000 blocks. It's kind of interesting how in some of the quests, what you've already gathered count. Like the gold ore, it already had 48 of the 60. But in this thing, it doesn't count, despite the fact that I've gotten like all this ore, all these blocks on me. Like all this, I got like 465 granite. That's not even processed. That's all fresh. Okay, once again, I will take a break here. Well, I'm not going to take a break. I'll pause the video here, and we'll get back after I've gathered 1,000 blocks. See you in a bit. $1,000 blocks. Complete. Let's turn this in and see what happens. Collect 100 gems. Set. I've got 39. Yeah, those are rare. Those 39 gems. Okay, so the gemstones don't actually count. It looks, because the 39 looks like it's these ones. So let me throw all this in there and see what this will pop up with. Ooh, runestone chest. Needless to say, I have a crap ton of materials now. I've got a super abundant amount of granite. I've got like several stacks of 200 of this. I've got lots of coal. Lots of sandstone. So I was looking at the equipment over here, and I noticed that the stuff requires dye. Fine cloth and dye. And in order to craft it, you have to be near the Dragonstone. So I'm wondering if dye is either going to be you're going to get taught in a quest, or if that's what you need the research table for. I haven't made one of these yet. Maybe I should. But like I said, I'm waiting to see if the Dragonstone has a quest for that. Okay, now how many do these qualify for? 72, so I need 28 more. Gemstones are difficult to find. There's something which I stumble across while I'm finding other stuff. Let me put it this way. I went and gathered 1,000 blocks, and only in total I got, what was that, like 30 gemstones? Okay, so I'm going to pause this again while I hunt down gemstones. Hopefully we are near the end of this quest line. See you in a bit. And I am back. So this actually wasn't so bad this time. I managed to come across a cave that had a lot of gemstones in it. So I'll put them in the shaper to turn them into gems, and this is complete. Let's see what's coming up next. Take a screenshot. I think I can do that. Let's take a screenshot of our Dragonstone. Complete. And what did we get that time? Runestone Skylight. Craft a pet bell and then tame a bet. Did I say bet? Tame a pet with the pet bell. Craft a pet bell. We want all, and we want the pet bell. Requires 1 sapphire, 4 gold ingots, and iron ingots. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a chore, I don't think. I think that's all we need right there. Yep. How does this work? Tame a pet with the bell. So this must be what you use to capture a bat or a woolly as a pet. Let me double check in case I missed instructions. Yes, okay. You can use the bell by selecting it and then tossing it to the animal you would like to join you. That's it. Yeah, so let's get one of these little cute woolly guys. Here. Bring up. Yep, so now I have the Dragonling and Tressie the Woolly. Okay. Turn that in. Here we go. Craft a research table and place the research table. Runestone mirror. So the research table is something I noticed a while ago. So let's see what. So we can make it right now. Find granite wood planks and 1 quartz. And then we want to place it. So here's a good place. That's done. It's like one of the easiest quests I've had in a while. Aha! I want this to craft Highborne tunic, leggings, and chlamys. Chlamys. However that's pronounced. So do I do that? Drag it. Consume item to learn. Drag item here. Do I know? Oh, that is Highborne. We need to learn dye. Oh, wait. It's right there. Glow moss. Straw? Wow. Wow, that's a lot involved. Let's take this out. So we'll want that in there. This. And then we want that in there. Yeah, so this makes dye. That makes green dye. Did I get that wrong? Yellow. I thought it was... Oh, grass in the shaper makes straw. Interesting. Well, I figured out how to make green dye. And then you put the straw in the furnace to make yellow dye. We got all that green dye. That goes in the furnace. Interesting. Indigo dye. I gotta find those plants. Ooh, this is definitely a multi-step process. Yellow dye. What can we make? What can we make so far? There, so we can craft tunic. And that item. So it's just this, which requires the indigo dye, which is from these purple plant things, which I think are over in the desert. Like, I think that's like them over there. Yeah, there's one there. So we'll grab a couple of them. Just to make sure we have enough. On one of my many ventures to go gather materials, I did discover that yes, if you fall through like a cave at the bottom of the world into the abyss, you do get respawned, and I do get respawned back at the broken dragon shrine. How many do we need? Can craft that? Yes, we can. Those three are all dead. Craft a mysterious lantern and then activate it. Craft a mysterious lantern and see what it does. And a reward will be Blazewalker Shellwar legs. That's interesting. So, what will these clothing do something for us, or just change our look? Oh, now we have a blue outfit. Yeah, remember a long time ago when I told you about this inventory filling up? I'll put the dice over here too. We got this scroll. The runestone table. Right, let's take a look at the mysterious lantern. It sounds mysterious. Superb onyx. Soulstone. Yeah, I've seen that. And I do have lots of coal. Because I've been gathering coal along with everything else. I'll throw it all in there. Where does onyx come from? Gold, glow dust, soulstone is on the way. Onyx. I don't even know where onyx is. Is that something you can make? Oh, okay, coal dust and granite. That's easy. Like that. So we'll be getting coal dust from here. Just make a bunch of that to make onyx. Interesting. I wonder what that looks like. Like if we place it down. Ooh. Could make a cool looking monolith. And then the onyx goes into... Onyx goes into the shaper to... Oh, so you have to make a bunch of it until you can get superb? Is that what I'm looking at? We're getting the soulstone coming. Yeah, I imagine we're going to have to make a lot of onyx. Simply because when stuff goes into shaper, it's like ratio of good items to like common items. Unless I can upgrade them. I'll have to look into that too. So this will be enough for now. How are we doing here? 5 soulstone. Fine onyx. It's superb that I need though, right? Or the mysterious. Yeah, I need superb. Six of them too. Okay, well we have all the soulstone that we need because we have a extra one here. So we have everything except for the superb onyx. There's one. Let's just keep crafting more onyx. So I can make 30 more. I have plenty of granite. I got so much granite in all the recent material gathering missions. Let's throw all that in there. 3. Okay, I think we only needed 6, so maybe this isn't so bad after all. So let's make Tressie the Lily. Still 3. Let me see if that's something that can be upgraded. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like we have to do that the old-fashioned way. Guess I should probably get ready to make more. So we'll grab more of this. Make more onyx, put it back in the shaper. We're up to 4. The ratio's pretty low though. 52, 61, like 1 in 15 by the looks of it. It's like 1 out of every 15 onyx blocks becomes a superb one. Well, one more to go. So we should get out of that last 20. Craft Mysterious Lantern. Activate Mysterious Lantern. Yay! Okay, here we go. Hoping this is like we're in the final stretch now. In the end game, if you will. Okay. Craft a Mysterious Lantern. What does it do? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. There. And track. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh, don't know if he's important, but we can turn that quest in. And we'll get Blaze Walker Shalwar legs. You have learned. Oh, that's it. Oh, and you get all of it. You get a whole set. Blaze Walker sash. So, Mastery, the stone is silent. You have currently completed all the quests in Windborne. This is a living game and will be constantly updating and adding to it over time. Oh, only that was true. You can continue to get scrolls by trading with Jinn, build whatever you can imagine, join your friends on their island through Steam, and explore the world of Windborne. There. Quests are now complete. Don't know who this guy is. Maybe this guy wants gold. What happens if we give him gold? Did that? Oh yeah, that was something else I wanted to point out. Oh. Oh, good. Okay. So he took the gold. And he gives a Nightshade Roof piece. So it's not even a recipe. Yeah, the Nightshade is like the final themed item, so to speak, like Highborne, Desert, Runestone, and then Nightshade, of which I only have 3 recipes. So he gave me 1 piece of roof for 1 gold, and now he's disappeared. Maybe we might be able to call him back, but that's it for now. I'm going to pause for a moment here, because what I will do is I'll give you a quick tour around one of the other worlds. I'll be back in a minute. Hail! So this is one of my worlds in Windborne. This is the very first world that I created. All these things that you see before you, I created during the quests. So while I completed all 56 quests, I used the items during the quest to create all of this. There's the pillar I used to reach the altitude in order to complete one of the quests, and I laid out all these blocks. So here's something interesting I want to show you over here. So here I have my Mysterious Lantern. Next to it I have a Nightshade roof, which, if you recall, was an item that I got from the Mysterious Stranger last session. I have a note here which says, Malik the Curse will give a Nightshade roof if you give him a gold bar. How this works is, in my understanding, is that each person's online world, if you summon Malik the Curse, the different worlds will give a different item. Down in my inventory, I have a Nightshade mailbox. I had just gone to someone else's world, and I found their Mysterious Lantern, and I gave Malik a gold bar in that player's world, and Malik gave me Nightshade a mailbox. So it appears to get Nightshade items, you have to visit the other people's worlds and summon Malik the Curse and then give him gold bars. It seems that a lot of people in their worlds have a setup like this, where somewhere near the Dragonstone, they'll have a setup showing the item, the Mysterious Lantern, and then what to do to get it. Now, I'm not going to be showing any footage from other people's worlds, simply because I don't have their permission to do so, so I'm just going to show you some of what I created in my world. So right here, this was my little starting base. This is my original Dragonstone. Follow the arrows behind you to my home and the observatory. And then here's just some of the relic chests that I found along the way. Currently all empty. We'll follow these arrows. I guess because this was created like back in 2015 when I played the game. I guess I didn't want to build on this, like the hilly area, so I found a nicer place down here. Instead, I traveled to this area and made that. My home is over there. Take a look around. This is what I created in Windborne. There's my fancy house, and there's like my observatory with the giant, comically huge telescope. I'm going to just fly down because we can just glide because there's no fall damage in the game. But apparently I was working on some stairs to go up to the top. I just didn't get very far. This is as far as I got. And it looks like I also had a small outpost over there in the desert where I was constructing something. Here's a bridge that I was working on. Looks like I didn't complete it. I was making this fancy bridge to cross this big chasm. And over here I have some workstations because it's necessary to craft the items. As you carry on, you're going to need more and more items. Looks like I was creating this little pathway down here to get to the forest, and that looks like I stopped it right there. So let's take a tour of the house itself. There's some of these fancy statues that cost 20, I think it's superb granite, or possibly superb granite bricks, or possibly fine granite bricks. Oh, I can take a look in the recipe. Marble, sorry. 20 superb marble to make one of those statues. So instead of a door, I just got this little gate that leads us into this foyer. So I've set this up as like a little interior plants. A variety of items, columns and fine granite bricks, marble, some benches. It looks like a work area, lots of shapers, a lot of furnaces. A whole bunch of different styles of chests. So we got the Highborne chest, Rune stone, the relic chest, desert, and another Highborne one. The bookcase doesn't do anything, it's just there for decoration. Something else I like about Windborne, though, is that you can place items down on surfaces. Like that. You can just, on any surface, you can just place an item. So if I want to put this gold brick down, I can put the gold brick down. Just pointing that out because it's kind of unique to these type of games. Kind of helps you flesh out your area to make it look like more lived in, because you actually have items on tables and so on. Here's just like a little comfortable seating area. So here's the gate that leads to the observatory. Let's go up and take a look. Bottom level is empty, nothing much to see here. And then up here I got this platform where I created something that, basically looks like this end of a telescope. Looks like I can't interact with the chair as far as I can tell. So chairs are just decoration. So that's the inside of the observatory. Guess we can get some company out. We'll call Tressie. Looks like there's an upstairs to here, so we'll go up there. Yeah, here's some more items that are sitting on the table. Whole bunch of bunks. I kind of imagine this would be like the sleeping quarters for some of the djinn nearby. And here's an upstairs area. Okay, so a wardrobe. Doors open and close. Oh, that's kind of neat. Wonder if you can place anything inside it. No. It's just for decoration. And a balcony area up here so you can sit in a chair and watch the moon. Now that is a big moon. And there's a back way here. So let's see where this goes. Nothing there. And nothing there. Looks like I might have been working on something. But that's as far as this goes. So that's one of my worlds. I am going to cut away and we'll jump back into one of my other worlds. I'll be back in a minute. Here we are in my world of Olympus. So right from the start, you'll see that I made a pretty fancy area right around the Dragonstone. So anyone who shows up gets this nice, comfy area with seating. And I think I just figured out why this is called the Highborne Sofa. In a previous video, I made a comment that this looked like armchair. It's because you can put some of them side by side and they'll change their shape. So if you only have one of them, it looks like an armchair. Place two side by side, it's a love seat, and then three will become a sofa. That is really cool. I wonder how many other items are like that, where like how many put together will make different kind of shapes. So what do we have over here? This way to the Hedge maze. Fancy ornament of some kind or decoration. That's what's a Hedge Mage. Not actually going to go up there go in there right now. Maybe we can get the sort of a top view. Yeah. So there's the Hedge Mage. Hedge Maze. Looks like a few comfortable seating areas inside. And then of course over there is the grand structure. Let's take a look at that. And you can see I use a variety of block types. So Highborne, desert, different items over here are runestone, nightshade foundation. Oh, okay, now it's starting to come back to me because I remember commenting before that I only got the Highborne piece. I didn't get the recipe. I think if you put the Highborne piece in the nightshade piece. Sorry, my mistake. Earlier I made the comment that from Malek the Cursed, I only got a nightshade roof. But I think if you put that in here, maybe you'll get the recipe. Learning. I might already... Yeah, I guess my first time, so... Did I get anything? Yes. Okay, there you go. So that's how you learn to craft nightshade stuff. So you travel to other people's worlds to get a nightshade item, and then you bring it back here, put it in your research table, and you learn how to make that nightshade item. That's pretty cool. This area here, I believe I made this like sort of like a station, like to travel into my world. Like here I pictured there would be a receptionist or something like that. Over here would be possibly like a dining area. Like maybe it's like a combination inn with beds back there. And this of course is the workstation with all the storage and crafting areas. Superb shrines, one of each. Yep, and there's my mysterious lantern, and this tells the other visitors here what to get. Some decorative bookshelves, more relic chests that currently have a bunch of stuff. Now you might be able to... Oh, and the beds too. That's how you make a double bed, right? You can have a single bed or a double bed. That's cool. So you might hear that noise already, that rum noise. And that is the launcher right here. So this will launch us up to this area. So I got something over there. And then I got something over here, which looks like it's a dead end. Looks like I didn't get that far in completing this. If you watch the previous videos, you see that it'll get to a point where gathering resources is very time-consuming, so it doesn't really leave that much time for actual building. And there's some of the gin. Probably got lots of recipes from them. Looks like we can go out the other way and then head up that tower. And we'll see what's up there. What was I working on there? Of course, you don't have to worry about the launcher going down because there's no fall damage. You can just fall. Is there a sideway? I think we take that road. Yeah, it looks like I've got a road that goes out here. Leads around the side. Oh, onyx bricks. Very fancy. So there's probably going to be a launcher here, up there. Make a floor where the launcher goes up to, and then another one. So one here. I just want to double check. Do I have anything else down there? Oh, yeah, you can hear the chin already. Hey, little guys. Okay, nothing. So I wasn't building anything. It's just another way to get to the surface. And then this looks like the top. And here's the exits. And stairs going up to the top into the desert area. Okay, so it looks like I was working on something here, or at least started a project, because I already have a crafting station over here with the shaper and the stove and the shrines. But this is as far as I got. I was working on a bridge leading over this chasm. And there we go. So that's the type of worlds that you can build in Windborne. At least you could have if the game was still being worked on. You never know. Maybe Hidden Path Entertainment might pick up the game again. Maybe they might continue it. As last time I checked, they haven't bothered selling the rights to anybody, or they haven't given the source code either. Perhaps Hidden Path might take over the game again at some point. It's kind of a shame it's not available for sale because there is quite a bit of content already. Even if there's no survival or combat elements, there's a lot of gathering, crafting, building, just going to other people's worlds. When I went to someone else's world earlier today to test getting the Nightshade item, it said there's 5,480 people online. I don't know if that just meant that their game world is available, or if there really was 5,480 people playing it right now. But I guess we'll see. That's all my videos on showcasing Windborne. The next video I want to do is sort of like a wrap-up, talking about Windborne and the history of it and so on, sort of a summary. That's all I have for this video. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel, click the like button if you liked it, leave a comment if you have any feedback. Take care, everyone.